Hey guys, my name is Lars Duvor, and this is the story of how I started playing guitar. Now, if you didn't see my video yesterday, it was my 1 year of progress. So, yesterday, November 10th, 2015, it was my 1 year of playing guitar. I have been playing a year. Can you guys believe it? You know, a lot of people ask me, like, how did you get so good in just a year? Like, I mean, first of all, I'm not even that good. I mean, like, I can't even hold a pick right. It's my bendy thumbs, you know? Yeah, I'm not that great, but people think I am, so hey, you know, fool the world. People ask me, like, how did you get so good in just a year? And like, you've only been playing a year? Like, it seems like you've been playing like 2 or 3 years. Well, you know what? How I got so good in a year? It's simple. I practiced every day. I picked up my guitar and I would try and play for at least an hour every day. And like, you know, you just build up skill over time. It's not that difficult. Like, I don't know why people are so like shocked to hear I've only been playing a year. Just play every day and you'll get good. Alright, so let me tell you how this all came to be. So, the reason I started playing guitar, how? It's all Paul McCartney's fault. Now, that sounds like, what the hell? What is he talking about? It's all Paul McCartney's fault? How does that work? Well, this is what happened. So, let's go back to last year, November 10th, 2014. So, I drew a thing. Now, I have it right here, so I'm gonna explain it. Here we go. This is a comic I drew last year, called Paul's Problem. Basically, it's a drawing of the Beatles, because the Beatles are my favorite band, and here's Paul over here, and they're like all signing things, and Paul, who's left-handed, like, he's gotta be you know how in school when you're left-handed you gotta be on the end of the table because your elbow will bump everyone and cause that to happen. Yep, look, see, this is what happened to Ringo. Okay, so Paul bumps elbows with this guy. It's either John or George, and the pencil goes flying into Ringo's head. I'm like, I showed this drawing to my dad, and he says, "You got Paul right-handed." And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you put the pencil in Paul's right hand, and you put the pencils in everyone's left hand. And I'm like, wait, what? But Paul's left-handed, because you guys know Paul McCartney is a left-handed bass player. Everyone knows that. And so, here's the thing. But I thought his fretting hand was his left hand, because at this time, I thought that your fretting hand had to be your dominant hand. So if you're a right-handed guitar player, you fret with your right hand, but no, that's not the case. So, I told my dad that. I was like, but he plays left-handed, and he says, yeah, exactly, so he frets with his right hand, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense! And so he goes, and now I'm gonna get back on camera for this. So my dad says, well, how would you play guitar if you were going to? And I'm like, well, sometimes I air guitar to Metallica, because at that time, I wanted to learn guitar, but I didn't have enough money to buy one, so I was just air guitaring. And so, all the guitars in the house are left-handed, by the way, because my dad's left-handed, so he's got all his left-handed guitars, and so I couldn't play any of them, because, number one, I couldn't play guitar, and number two, I thought that I was right-handed, because here's the secret. I'm not left-handed. I'm a left-handed guitar player, you know that. But I write with my right hand, I draw with my right hand. I'm not left-handed. I just play guitar left-handed. So anyway, my dad says, well, how would you play guitar? Play Metallica, do air guitar. And so I'm like, oh, well, like this. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, why? Isn't that how you're supposed to play? And he's like, you're a left-handed guitar player. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I did not know what to do with that information. He told me that because I am apparently a left-handed guitar player, that I could play any of the guitars in this house. Like, the reason I air guitared left-handed was because I thought I was playing right-handed. I thought playing like this meant you're a right-handed guitar player, aka the majority and not the minority. Don't call me a minority! So, then, later that night, my dad got down. Yep, this was my first guitar. he got this for me when I was like 6, so like a couple of years ago. And he goes, alright, so just try this out. And I'm like, okay. And so he teaches me my first chord, you know. And, yeah, basically, that's it's pretty crazy. Because, like, I didn't know I was left-handed. I didn't know that like I was playing guitar left-handed. I thought I was playing the normal way. Somehow it never occurred to me that like, hey, you know, your fretting hand is your right hand if you're a left-handed guitar player. But yeah, that's what happened. And so it's crazy to think about. And the thing is, since this was my first guitar when I was really little, by the way, never picked it up when I was like 6. I picked it up for like 5 minutes when I was 6. What the hell, Lars? You could have been a god. You could have been Jason Becker by now. So, yeah, since we thought I was right-handed back then, I am right-handed. This was originally right-handed, like I said in a video a couple days ago. This guitar was originally right-handed, and then since I didn't play it when I was a little kid, because I gave up being a god, what the hell, Lars? I can't believe myself. So, my dad had it strung to be left-handed, and turned out that I'm a left-handed guitar player too. So, you know, just, it all worked out perfectly. Did any of that even make sense? Basically, if you couldn't get like some of that rambling, TLDR, I found out that I was a left-handed guitar player a year ago because of a comic I drew about Paul McCartney and Paul's problem. It's just like such a strange story. I have the weirdest stories for things. Like I can't explain. Like people say that like, oh, I started playing guitar because like I really wanted to be like Slash. No, me, I started playing guitar because I drew a comic of the Beatles. Yep, I don't know. By the way, I'm all self-taught. That's right, all the friggin' stuff that you hear, all the skills, it's all self-taught. Alright, that's basically it for this video. This was just like, wow, that's, what an interesting story. What an interesting guy Lars is. I'm not like other guys, I'm crazy. So that's gonna be it for this video, pretty much, yeah, I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, like, just leave them in the comments. Maybe, and, I'm gonna do more videos this month, you know, learning new songs for the covers. I'll do, like, a guitar tour where I show y'all, the arsenal. I have 9 guitars. Can you believe it, guys? Alright. Yeah, that's it. Alright, until next time, stay metal.